The college football playoff is expanding. Again, this time to either 14 or 16 teams, more than likely 16 because 14 doesn't really make any sense. I'll talk about why in a second. The new format is going to have a lot of automatic qualifier spots. The Big 10 and the SEC are going to get 4 each. The Big 12 and the ACC are going to get 2 each. That is already 12 spots. The group of 5 is guaranteed a spot. That makes it 13, and Notre Dame is guaranteed a spot anytime they're ranked in the top 14 automatically. If you were to go by straight rankings, the Big 10 averages 4.6 teams in the top 14 every year. The SEC averages 4.7. If they were to stick with this format, those teams in the 14-team college football playoff would be impossible. The averages would go down for both the Big 10 and the SEC. And to be completely honest, I think the averages could go down for the Big 10 and the SEC even in the 16-team format. I think the ACC and the Big 12 could be a pretty big beneficiary here. So I don't know that much is really going to change in terms of teams that actually get into the college football playoff, but I'll just be upfront and say I don't like this because we're doing a lot of assuming about who the best teams and who the best conferences are year to year. That being said, one positive out of this is the Big 10 and the SEC can now schedule tougher without the worry of taking too many losses and just being ranked as you are what your record says you are. It seems like the SEC is looking at a 9-game conference schedule and a scheduling agreement with the Big 10. I've always been one to roast the SEC and kind of mock the schedule argument, but imagine for a second you're Florida and your rivals are Miami and Florida State. They're having a really good year. You have a tough SEC schedule, and then you have to play a Big 10 team as well. Those are your 12 games for the season, and taking 3 or maybe even 4 losses is not the same as taking 2 with one of these softer ACC schedules out there. So I do understand it. I don't like it because, again, we're doing a lot of assuming, but I don't think it's going to change the sport as much as a lot of people seem to think it will. Could the regular season be decreased in value in terms of wins and losses? I think it will, but I also think it will be much more competitive and teams will begin to schedule a lot tougher. Let me know what you think in the comments and follow me for more college football content.